We are live. Oh,
We are live. Okay, so you got a friend lend you a guitar.
yeah. Let me just close the door here. To yeah, I've just published a version of Where Did You Sleep Last Night on YouTube. So
What's that? Is that one of your songs? Who does that?
no, it's an old Lead Belly. Well, it's an old. I don't know. I don't think anyone knows who wrote it. It's an old song though. Nirvana played it at their MTV Unplugged,
in the
so I learned.
Pines?
Yes, in the Pines.
Yeah.
So I was playing that, and On was filming me. Whenever I pick up an acoustic guitar, that's the first song that comes to mind is In the Pines.
Right, great songs. Yeah. Somebody else.
It's easy to sing. I like songs that are easy to sing.
Yeah. Me too. I'm folding paper. I'm cutting and folding as we're talking, or canvas.
Oh, I see. So you're doing a 16-page canvas scene.
Yeah, like you saw those books. I do signatures.
What do you
So
mean
there's
signatures?
A signature is when you buy a hardbound book. If you took apart the spine, you'd see how they're little folded papers sewed together, like this.
Oh, okay. Oh, I
So
see. They're called signatures, are they?
Yeah, each individual one is called a signature, and with a fine paper book, you have probably 24 pages per signature, but this is only 4 because it's a canvas. So
I see.
I sew 4 of these together and make 16 pages because I can't do the fold like you do with your little
Not with
book.
canvas, no.
It's impossible, right? So,
I've finished. I'll show you where I'm at with them at the moment.
all right.
Because I bought five sheets of thick paper and 12 sheets of thin big paper, and I've finished doing all the illustrations for all of them. So here's an example. It's quite a challenge painting them because on the bigger ones I fold them first before I paint them. So you have to stutter how you paint because otherwise they'll stick to the pages. So it's quite a headache getting that all done. But that's the front cover, and they're all Heckleshorse Junior. And that's the format now. So I don't know. Hang on.
Oh, nice.
And I've written the text, and the text is about Heckleshorse Junior and Black Ivory.
Oh yeah.
And then the bigger ones are that size. And on the inside, it's the same deal. So
You told me when you glued them together that they become kind of like the paper becomes actually wood-like and hard.
that's right. Yeah, that these pages are thick.
Oops, lost you for a second. I don't know if I'm still on. If you're frozen.
No, these are I think 400 gram because they're 200. It's 200 gram paper each, and each one is 2 sheets. So yeah, they're like cardboard. They're really good. The problem is though they weigh quite a lot. So I've really got the urge to do more now, but I've got to think about how much I can carry home to England.
That's what we were talking about last week.
I might have to switch to the tiny ones and just get a load of those tiny ones done so they don't weigh too much. And then it's frustrating now because my head space is here. It's not in the little ones, but the compromises we have to make.
On location. What's up with your head?
Oh, I've got a spot. I've got a spot on my head.
A spot?
Yeah, right in the middle of my head. So I've put a plaster on it to hide it.
Oh, I don't
Yeah,
understand. What's a spot?
a pimple.
Oh,
Yeah, in England we call it a spot. Yeah. Mm.
I'm learning so much. Oh my god. Yeah. So
Yeah,
the guitar, where's that? Is it there? Do you have the guitar?
it's up. Hang on a minute. I'll get the guitar. It's not perfect. I haven't tuned it yet. It's not perfectly in tune, but I mean the case is nice. Not that that's going to help me very much, but it's a nice case.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
And it's a friend of mine called Guy. Guy is behind Lamoon, which when I was at Camden, I used to wear that light blue hat with Lamoon coffee on the front. Well, it's the same guy who owns Lamoon who's lent me the guitar.
He owns the cafe.
Yeah, although it's not open at the moment. He's sort of, I think he's thinking about where to open up next. So at the moment, because we met up when we were in London, and he's a guitarist.
Wow.
And I said, I haven't played guitar in a while. So I said, oh yeah, you can borrow my guitar.
Oh, nice.
So it's not really in tune, but so it's a nice guitar.
How did you meet him? Did you just walk into the cafe one day and he's speaking English
Oh,
and you're speaking English, that sort of thing?
that's exactly what happened. I walked into a cafe one day. I was trying to order a decaf latte. In Thailand, they don't do decaf.
Hmm.
And I was trying to communicate that to the lady. Because at the time, this is when I first came to Thailand, I didn't know any Thai at all. And he sort of stepped in and says, don't bother asking for a decaf in Thailand. And it turns out not only is he from England, but he's from like around the Staines area, around about where I'm from.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
And now On and I, every morning we meet up in the same coffee shop. Even now, this is years later, and yeah,
He's
and he
but
lent
he's
me a
pretty
guitar.
close now. You said he's closed now, so he's not there.
Yeah, we meet in another coffee shop on Soy Bacau. We meet in another one. Um, so how many books have you done so far?
Oh no. Only those two I did last week. I mean, I brought them out just to show you. I still got the wax paper to so they don't stick.
Oh,
But
okay. Yeah,
I try to do one. I would try to do one a day because 16 little paintings on canvas.
yeah,
The paint doesn't get on very easily. Very heavy, so it takes a lot of extra
yeah.
painting time. So it's a full 6-hour job for just one book. No, 7 hours because then I got to sew it.
Yeah,
So.
and I'm reluctant to give these away at Camden. I think I'm going to give these to my Substack subscribers. So you're getting one, Ron. They're going to be free, but they're free for all my paid Substack subscribers.
Good idea.
So they've got to stick their hands in their pocket for
Let's get some more
something.
Substack. Let's get some more subscribers.
I think I'm on 15 now.
You have 8?
15.
Good.
So I can now do. Yeah, I can do Substack Live now.
Wow, that's a big jump. Good for you.
Yeah, I've done because now I've got the guitar. I could start doing some live music from Thailand. Yeah, I like I said, I've been so busy. I haven't really had time to do Blurt or Recency very much recently,
Right.
because I I've realised I mean, it's already January. I've got to get my head down and try and get some head tour stuff done. Otherwise, I'm going to be wasting time in the summer when I should be at Camden Market. So I'm
I
gonna.
have faith in you.
I'll sort my blurt stuff out when I get back to London, and I've got all my passwords and everything, and the
Right.
blurt media, and have another go at Steam it, and all that
Right.
stuff
Yeah.
you sent me the other day, all those tags and those. I'll sort all that later, and for now, just try and get as many paintings done as possible.
Yes, that's the way to do it. Uh, I always have a schedule for social media. It's always, well, I try to keep it. I used to be right after I make a painting, I would post it on Instagram and Facebook. Uh,
Yeah,
but with the flirt and Ethancy, it's an AM or late night thing before bed. So it's like, it's like
yeah,
I do it with the coffee when I'm having coffee in the morning, or when I'm exhausted at night. So
yeah.
that's when I would post. And when I'm exhausted at night, you can always tell the next day because I screwed up everything. And as far as, putting it together with the HTML there
Oh
so,
right, yeah.
yeah. So, but I find those are the times that it's best because when I'm sleepy with coffee, I can just put things together. So that's how I do it.
Okay. In
Like
London,
right
I do
now,
it when
I'm
I'm on
sleeping.
buses. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
sit.
But
I'm never on a bus here, so I mean, when you're on a bus, that's a perfect time to do all that stuff because you can't do anything else anyway. So it doesn't take up any time. But over
right.
here, if I'm doing blurts, that is time I could be doing painting.
Yeah.
So it's hard to really um, feel that I'm not wasting my time if I do too much of that stuff.
Right. Right. And I won't touch anything creative um anymore with any kind of alcohol or if I'm not caffeine because I'm so addicted to caffeine. Right. So
Oh yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
myself until I have a cup of coffee. It's like,
right. You can, yeah, it takes a couple of weeks. I mean, caffeine. I used to be addicted to caffeine, but I've found that a relatively easy addiction to break. Caffeine, two
really.
weeks, yeah, 2 weeks, and same with sugar. A couple of weeks without sugar, and the craving's gone.
Well, I'm lucky. I don't have much of a sweet tooth, so
Mm.
I don't need to get rid of it. I just don't really seek it. Sure.
Yeah, I remember. I remember when we were doing those videos, those mask videos, and we were topless. And I remember thinking, your physique does put me to shame because you don't have an ounce of fat on you.
It's come back. It's come back because it's winter.
Yeah, I've put on weight. I've put on weight. Um, when we're going to Korat in about 10 days' time, and that's when my diet's starting. Because in Korat you can live off vegetables and water. Um, so that's when we go up to Korat. I'll do that, and by the time I get back to London, hopefully I'll be in shape again.
Right. Well, do you exercise or is it mostly like what goes in sort of thing and just walking?
Walking, I do a lot of walk. On and I both do a lot of walking.
That's my
Um,
story. I don't exercise at all. Well, in the wintertime, I don't do any walking. We're getting a blizzard right now. But in the summer or when I was in London, I think I walked. I think I clocked myself at 120 miles that week. That
yeah,
120 miles of walking at my age. I was like,
I remember. I
yeah,
remember you used to come round our house early in the morning, and you'd already done a few miles by then.
right, right. So there's something.
And
It's like it's a high. I get a walker's high. They talk about a
yeah,
runner's
correct.
high. I
Yeah,
get a walker's high. Plus, what better way to explore? I mean, it's London. How often do I get to go there? So I got to see a lot on
yeah,
foot.
yeah. I think Cambodia and Thailand might be it might be getting a bit more peaceful now.
I
Um,
read. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm hoping that holds. So no, come November, I mean, I don't know what your thoughts are on whether to do November in Thailand or not. Um, if trouble does start, then we're probably not going to be able to be in Korat. We'd have to shift somewhere else.
Right. Right.
But
All right. Well,
I mean, I'm going to come if unless there's a war. I'm coming because, as far as I'm concerned, it's just as likely going to kick off in Europe as it is in Thailand.
jeez, I think you're right. Oh my God.
There'll be a there'll. I think you've got a civil war brewing in England, and then you've got this stuff with Russia brewing. Um, so, relatively speaking, a bit of border clashes with Cambodia doesn't sound too bad.
No, it doesn't. What do you mean civil war in England? Really? It's getting is it like here where everyone talks about, it's really just a social war. Like I'm gonna get you, on my phone.
Yeah,
It's like a bully against bully, but there's nobody's gonna take up arms against their neighbor here because their pickup trucks, their car payments on those are about $500 a month, $600 a month. So they're not
yeah.
they're not itching to go fight each other. You know what I'm saying? So there's still law. There's
That's right.
how,
Yeah, I think if it depends how many people feel they've got nothing to lose. I think,
right.
like for example, with the farmers are feeling that it's like they're going to get destroyed if they do nothing. It's like the I heard what's his name, Ray Dalio, an American billionaire, say society is like an elastic band. It stretches and stretches and stretches without a lot of stuff going on. Then all of a sudden it snaps and people go berserk. And
Yes, I
our
get that.
elastic band is it could snap. I mean, I think England's a tinderbox waiting for one thing to kick off. And I think so many people are feeling that not only are they losing everything they've worked for, but if they stop working, you're better off in this country being unemployed, not Thailand, in England. A lot of people are feeling, I'll be better off on benefits than I would going to work every day. So what have I got to lose? You know what I mean? They don't care if they lose their job, or they don't care, um, or they don't care because the government are taking everything from them anyway. There's a feeling of desperation, I think, that I'm picking up. For my tiny window. I mean, I don't know how representative what I see is, but I I I think that 2 more years of Keir Starmer is too much. I don't think we've had him for just over a year now, and we're sick to the back. Lots of people. He's down at 14% now on the polls.
Wow.
You can't get lower. You can't get. I mean, that man had a big win as well. And he's doing all this stuff that he never mentioned in his manifesto that people don't like. He's lying about stuff. He's getting caught out lying, then and his front benches are getting caught out lying as well.
Is he
Yeah,
is he being is he being told what to do? I mean, it sounds like it doesn't make any sense because if you have the popular
but
vote, why would you go
whether it's if it's of his own volition or not, um, people don't like it because he's got no mandate for the stuff he's doing. He's
That's
making
what I mean.
big decisions with no. I mean, if he'd have said this beforehand, if you vote me in, I'm going to give away the Chagos Islands. I'm going to bring in digital IDs for you, so you got no privacy anymore. And we voted him in. Then we can say, all right, I don't like it, but fair's fair. We voted for this, so we have to put up with it. Like the EU, a lot of people who didn't want to leave the EU are saying, well, fair's fair. We had a referendum, you
Right.
know. So,
Right.
but Starmer doesn't have that. Starmer just brought all this stuff in on the quiet behind our backs,
Right.
and I mean, and digital ID is it affects everyone so much, and it's a permanent thing. It's not like, for example, a farmer's inheritance tax. Well, that's not so bad if you don't happen to be a farmer, but digital ID, that's messing up with everyone and our kids.
I know.
And in Britain are borrowing through the roof now, which is another way of stealing from our kids. So
Yep.
so when you start messing up with people's children and start messing with their. I mean, the education at primary school level. We've got video footage of primary schools where they're getting the primary school kids to put out prayer mats and do Muslim prayers in school, and you've got kids being referred to these gender changing people, whatever they're called, these trans people, with no awareness of the parents.
I can't even
If you
believe that. That's
if you
crazy.
start, yeah, I mean they're doing these trials now on what they call puberty blockers, which are
Right.
they're called puberty, but they don't just pause your body. They're fundamentally changing what's inside your child's body. You muck around with that kind of stuff with people, and they start to get extremely angry to the point where I think this could all lead to some sort of civil war or at least some mass rioting, where we say, look, this government's out because we're not going to be treated like this.
Well, hopefully
I think.
that would be the case. If you have 14% approval rating of somebody, it seems like you don't need a civil war. You just need an ousting.
Well, yeah, we need an election, and they're cancelling elections. Yeah,
that's
another thing.
Yeah,
another thing that I don't think the British public are going to forget is that the Tories and Labour know that they're in for a hiding, and now they're finding all these excuses to cancel elections. And
well, we've done that.
You know how much of it?
Yeah, here we have
how much of a dictator?
Yeah,
sorry, carry on.
No, we have neoliberalism here, which is the Democratic Party, which is no separate party. We have a single party here in the U.S. We've had it for, I don't know, probably for 50, 60 years. It's just, they claim they're the opposition party, but they're not the opposition party. As soon as they get into power, they take away.
Yeah.
They take away. Yeah. They take away. They vote for the things that were always conservative. So they call them conservative. Farthest thing in the world from conservatives. It's really just the billionaire class, the oligarchs. I think we have kind of like an oligarchy working in the U.S., just like Russia had post the Soviets. It's not as open. It's not as obvious. So when you have these, let me put it this way: Bernie Sanders, a couple of years ago, I don't know if you heard of him. He was running against.
Yeah, I know Bernie
running
Sanders.
for president.
Yeah,
he was. He was supposed to be the left's answer for presidential politics. And they always used to compare Europe, where Bernie Sanders stood in a European level, and he's center right in Europe.
Right? Yeah.
That gives you an idea of the politics in the U.S. They're so I don't know, horrible in that sense. There is no opposition. There is no place. When you said people in England might as well go on assistance, whatever you call it. What do you call it there?
Welfare.
Welfare. We don't even have that. So there's no place. Everybody here is a wage slave. We have to be. I mean, it's like there's no. If you don't work, it isn't going on welfare here or any kind of assistance. Isn't it's the most humiliating, horrible thing to do. And they watch you. You don't get to just go, oh, I'm on welfare now. I mean, you have to call in. You have to make sure you're getting. I'm poor because of this. I'm poor because of this. It's always blaming yourself. Always. So there's but nobody wants to do that. So it's just a situation where if you're on welfare in the U.S., it's because you are on welfare. You are needed. It's there. That's what you need. So anyway, so we don't even have that option. Everybody's just working, 1, 2, 3 jobs just to get the middle class. There is no more middle class. Yeah. The working class. So I do think that there is the better programs in England. So you have a buffer, as some sort of security buffer for people, and they take advantage of it just like they would here or anywhere. If the
I mean, if the safety net is better than a tightrope, you're going to deliberately fall off. You know what I mean? It's like if I'm working hard to stay on the tightrope, I'd rather be, because you can do all right on benefits in England.
You can. We don't have those. That's the difference.
Yeah, and the bonus is you don't have to work.
Right.
So and the workers are having their taxes put up, costs of it. So the things you have to pay for, like your rents and everything, you're not getting housing benefit. You're having to work to pay your rent, and
Right.
you've got less disposable income, or marginally more disposable income for working 40, 50 hours a week. A lot of people say I'd rather work 0 hours a week and have 99% of the same amount of money in the bank.
Yep.
Um,
That does
so
not happen here. That's not even close. That would be
yeah,
wonderful, for artists here. It's like woo. But no,
no,
well, so as far as civil war in the U.S., it's only going to happen on. Here's the thing: I don't think people. It's not 100 years ago where you had an ideology and you would die for it. Uh, Here, it's
yeah,
like this morning I have an ideology. Ooh, look, let's go out to dinner and get a bottle of wine. It's
yeah,
there's nobody's really backing anything. The president sits, is a gaudy, you know, loser sitting in some giant, mansion in Florida. There's nobody's. He's not a Hitler going, we must do this, else we're all going to die. Everything is so just fluffy. It's
right,
all the thoughts here in the U.S. are just fluffy.
yeah,
Nobody's deep. Nobody feels it to their bone, and it's
no,
it's reactionary because of social media. Whatever, you know what I call it? Arrogant ignorance. It's what we have here.
yeah,
An enormous
yeah,
ignorance, and then people are arrogant about it. It's like,
yeah,
oh well. There you go. There's my
yeah. I
politics.
mean, yeah, I mean, I just see it as something I need to sort of navigate around. I mean, I'm not going out to save the world. I won't be frontline rioting or nothing like that. Um, no, I mean, I'll just try and find the safe way for myself and the people around me to get through it. I know what my responsibilities are to, the people around me, my immediate people. Yeah, I'm not going to save Britain. No way. It's better, and if there's I mean, I know they're probably not looking for a 48-year-old artist to sign up and go fight anywhere. But if they were, I'd take a white feather and just say no, go fight your own war.
No,
Yeah,
go underground. That's what I would do. And you have a place to go underground. You have Thailand. It's a.
Thailand. Yeah,
I mean,
Thailand
that's
is such a breath of fresh air. You know what I mean? It's I mean, I can only be here so many days of the year before they start telling me, you're not on the right visa to be here. So I might have to do a bit of Vietnam next year because I'm nearly 49. When I get to 50, I can go for a retirement visa. But the deal is, I'm not allowed to work here. If I'm here on a time visa, I can't be working. But
why does
but
Thailand?
I can at least be here.
Is 50 years old? You get some sort of special benefit as a 50-year-old.
That's right. At 50, you can retire here. At 50, you've got to have a certain amount of money in the bank. But as long as you as long as you got the money, and you play by their rules, then you can be here.
Wow.
Yeah.
How
So
much? How
that's
much
what I would
money?
like to do.
How much do I need to get?
Not much, I don't think. I think it's about about 10, 15,000 pounds. I mean,
Yeah, maybe
which
we'll
is,
come out.
I mean, compared to England, I mean, for On to get a spouse visa as my wife, I'd have to have either a salary of £29,000, which I don't have because I don't have any kind of salary at all, or I think £90,000 in the bank. I don't have £90,000 in a bank. If I had £90,000 worth of anything, I wouldn't be putting it into a bank. So the chances of us getting a spouse visa are zero.
Okay.
Whereas over here, I mean, Thailand, they're sort of in a process of finalising their visa. They are sort of changing things around a bit, but and also, if I had to choose, I mean, I'd like to spend time in both Britain and Thailand, but if I had to choose, I'd choose Thailand. So if I have to make a decision one way or the other, it would be this way. And Thailand's a lot easier. You don't need £90,000, in a bank to be considered a reliable person, like in the
Or
UK.
well, there's a lot of countries I've looked at over the years. Well, I had a past son-in-law who's from New Zealand, and they were having a problem with automatic citizenship. They were having an immigration problem with China because for $350,000 and opening up a business, you were able to become an instant citizen of New Zealand. And they were
Right.
having waves of people from China with that ability.
Yeah.
What they consider waves is only, it's a country of 6 million people, so it's whatever. But
Yeah.
it was causing for them a problem because so many people were coming in there. But whatever their reasons, personal reasons, that's a lot of
Mm.
money for me. I could never come up with that kind of money to become a citizen. Then I having to open up a business with it or some sort of functioning
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
No, I could. I mean, I don't think I would ever be able to get a Thai passport. So
Mm,
whatever kind of visa I'm on, it will always be something that I have to report in every 90 days. That I have to get renewed every year.
mm,
Um,
mhm.
even if On and I were married with kids, I'd still have to do that. Um,
Wow. Okay.
yeah,
That's different. Yeah.
yeah. You don't. Thailand don't just give out passports willy nilly. They
Right.
you'll get like even a retirement visa. You do you keep on having to report and make sure you do have the money in the bank that's necessary.
Mhm.
You can never just sort of sit back and go, right, now I'm good for the rest of my life.
Are there any open mics in Patia?
Yeah, there are. Yeah, I,
Are you gonna Are you gonna try one?
I think I might be a little bit too eclectic for the
That's
patio
the best.
crowd.
That's the best kind. That's the best type.
I don't know. I mean, the guy who lent me the guitar,
Right.
I just we just had coffee with him earlier today. He was talking about open mics.
Oh, really?
Um, we'll see. And whilst me and you've been talking here, he's just sent me a message on Facebook saying the two of us will have to get together and play together.
Take advantage of it.
We'll see.
It's
Yeah,
experience. Um, put a
yeah.
begging cup out. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you'll get a cup of coffee for it. Uh,
I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to be. I don't want to. What you call it? Um, breach the terms of my visa here. I can't do anything. I can't work. So it'd have to be
don't want to
unpaid only
sure,
fun.
right? You don't want to stir things up. The um, I don't know. I was my daughter's about a couple days ago for New Year's Eve, and her boyfriend is a musician and really good. Made a great album. Uh, he's in a band. He created. He's like the leader of the band, and writes all the music. And they had this huge. I don't know if you saw any of my posts on Facebook or Instagram, but they had a New Year's Eve celebration with two other bands. Like one of them was a reggae band, one of them was like a bluegrass band, and then it was his band. Place was packed, and that's very rare. We don't, but it was
Yeah.
New Year's Eve, and people celebrate here. And a crazy snowstorm. Anyway, I was talking with with one of his bandmates. It was the keyboardist, and he travels around. He's got a old VW Volkswagen van, and he just travels around the country and goes to open mics. He just loves to go to open mics. It's because he meets people.
Mm,
Nothing's expected of him. The equipment's waiting for him. All he does is bring his keyboard in, plug it in,
yeah.
and or guitar. He plays guitar too, and does music.
Mm,
But he's young. He's probably 35, and that's what he's doing. And I thought that was very gypsy, very magical way of being. And
yeah.
it's working out for him. But I don't know how long you can sleep in a van before you go, I don't know if I love this life. But
Oh,
so
I'm
just
quite hard in that respect. I'm quite hardy. I mean, On and I are both the same. We can sleep on floors and stuff.
oh,
That's fine. Yeah.
I I am very that way in Rose too, but me very much so. I've never have a problem with the floor,
Mhm.
uh, which is good. Anyway, so
Yeah.
just the fact that he's a very good musician. This guy, because I sat with him around a campfire, both him but also this keyboardist, and he was just very humble, and it struck me as you go to open mics, you're like I
Yeah.
mean, did you ever hear of the band called Imagination Dragons or something like that?
No.
They were a very popular band in the 2010s, Like
Right.
they did, and he toured with them all over the world. Is their keyboardist. This guy, and he's just not doing it anymore. He quit, but for 10 years he worked with them, and so he's got like fame and everything, and yet he just wants to just go bounce around with these open mics. And I thought that was very the humility on the humbleness was like, wow. You know,
Yeah.
you could
I
go
think.
play with any professional band, and yet you choose to do this. Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of bands, when you hear them talk romantically about being in the band, it's the early days before the big shows which they prefer,
Yeah. Right. Yep. They do.
and
They,
then
they
when
did their tour. Yep.
yeah, I mean, I mean, I've no experience of being on a. Well, actually, I was once on stage with Beck at Brixton Academy dancing. So it wasn't like I was performing, but my sister and I were up there for about
Oh, I missed you. Locked up.
an hour. And
You're locked up.
it's strange. Oh,
How
sorry.
long were you and your sister?
Am I back now?
Yeah. How long were you and your sister up there dancing?
About 15, 20 minutes for about 4 or 5 songs. We're just dancing on the stage, looking out to bricks, and even though there was a lot of people there, it was not really any atmosphere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas when I've been in smaller venues, you feel like you're all together.
Yeah.
It
Right.
feels
Right.
more like just yeah. It feels less of a performance, more of a I don't know, warm feeling of like-minded people in a room together having fun and that
On a
there
small,
wasn't like
right.
it's a bit like when I don't know if you go out like walking on the hills and stuff and you look out at the beautiful view of the hills everything miles away and it kind of looks like a painting in front of your eyes
Mm-hmm.
where in a way it's beautiful and everything, but you don't really feel like you're there. You feel like you're looking at it, as opposed to if you actually just in a jungle, you feel like you're in and amongst the jungle. It's a different atmosphere, a much stronger atmosphere.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
So, so that with that extremely limited experience, that's probably why I can empathise with these bands who say, well, playing in front of like loads of people is great and everything, but the real best times was when it was 200-300 of us in a room, and the stage was 6 inches off the ground.
Well, that's what was after we went to this concert. It was, like I said, packed, and Rose said that was like an exercise experiment, but more than that, like the sound is it's very loud, so the vibrations are hitting you right there, and
Yeah,
we were dancing a little bit at the beginning, and then we were older, so we slowed down, but just doing that and the thumping of the crowd and everything was it's an
yeah,
experience, and so it was actually healing. She said, you felt good, like she exercised, like she went,
mm,
running around. And
yeah.
it cured her back because I'm behind her, just rubbing her back and listening to music. So for an hour,
Oh, now you frozen.
okay.
Yeah, so you were massaging Rose.
Wow. Yes, I was massaging her back. Yeah. So for 2 hours afterwards, she goes, "That was a 2 hour massage I just got." Right. So, uh,
Well, I
it was
liked it when Emma and I performed for you and Rose.
right.
There was just an audience of two at Black Ivory.
Right. Charles was there.
Was he? Oh, hang on. He was waiting outside, I think. Was he?
Oh, with your dad. Yes, that's right. Right.
Yeah. I mean, Charles. I don't know if it's the volume of the music or the sound or just the music in general, but he opted out. I think it was just you and Rose in the audience.
I think it was the music in general because he stuck around for our little performance because we were doing songs he liked, Rolling Stones and
Yes.
that.
Yeah. He's a
He was making a
conscientious
statement.
objector.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
If I
surprised
ever come out
because
again, yeah.
yeah, there was one we did a cover of a Nirvana song, Emma and I, which Charles really liked
Oh,
on
okay.
YouTube. He said it. I don't know if he liked. I think it was Emma's drumming that he found mesmerizing.
Mhm.
And he, so he, he might have missed out on an opportunity there.
Right.
Because
Right.
yeah, I don't know if Charles ever saw Emma and I perform live. I don't think he did.
Not even when he was in the same wall space.
When he had, yeah, he had to leave the room to not see us. He actually went to not see us.
He made an effort. Oh man. Oh, so
I,
what are your art prospects for the next couple of weeks?
I'm going to finish writing these books. I've got 17 books, and I've done one and a half. So I'll do, and also I give Charles a mention in the book as well, and I give Stuckism a mention in the book. Um, so I'll make Charles aware of that somehow. I'll probably put it in the Stuckism Facebook thing and say there's a Stuckis reference in the book. Um, Actually, saying that, Jane Kelly messaged me the other day, and she said, "I'm wondering what's happening with this film." And it took me a while to work out what film she was referring to. I guess it's the Stuckis film that Emma was interviewed for, but as I understand it, that's not out yet.
I
So,
haven't seen it. I was
right,
following Peter Padot on Instagram, and I don't see anything yet. You can, yeah.
right. Um, but no, so that's what I'm doing. I'm going to be doing these books, and
So what
I
you usually
what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to do a load of big books, and if I can't take them in my suitcase, I'll just leave them in Korat.
do it.
I'll
Do the art
get
you want
that.
to do, yeah, because you'll be much more involved and happy, right? When if you're doing the
Yeah,
big one, yeah.
I think so. I really, I like the big ones. The small ones are a bit boring to do because they're all black outline, um, sort of heavily influenced by Charles paintings, which is good, but I can't do that over and over again. I can only do that a certain amount of time. Whereas the big books, I'm really painting like Hecklesworth Jr.
Yes, I see that.
and I
Definitely can
can,
see that. Yeah.
and they're a lot looser, and I think they're a lot better than the little ones.
Well,
So
right.
I'm going to go down that road. Um, and like I say, I might even start distribute again as long as I can do it within the terms of my visa. I might start seeing if I can get these into people's hands in Thailand.
I was going to ask you that. All right.
Yeah,
And what do you mean
because
by
if
visa?
well, again, I can't be seen to be working.
Okay.
So I want to. So as long as it's not deemed to be work, which again it isn't work. I'm an art is my hobby. It's not. I mean, my profession is a trader, not an artist. So art is my hobby, and I'm giving away stuff for free. So there's no work business aspect to it at all. But I just
Right.
want to make sure that even though it isn't work, that it could not even be seen to be work. That's what I want to make sure.
Yes, but it's advertism, so you got to be careful because
Yeah,
are you any different than a billboard on the streets of Pattaya?
yeah,
Pattaya, of
yeah, yeah. If I have any doubts at all, I won't do it.
course
Because
not.
yeah,
Well, you must be over
yeah,
300 painting, right, by now.
yeah. Well, let's see. Each book is 16. So one, two, three, so eight. There's
Over
right. So
200.
that's eight times 17.
Oh, okay,
So
right.
what's eight times
136.
7?
100.
136.
Yeah.
And then, but there's the
Oops, I lost you.
you
We
say
froze.
3-1.
Mhm.
There's about 100 of those, so that's 236. And then there's all the ones in Korat, the blurts, the abstract ones. So I've probably done over 300 works.
How's the post from Thailand to Britain?
Yeah, I'm not sure it's reliable enough. it's a bit expensive, but my concern is that it's reliability. I can't afford to lose a box of this stuff,
No, you can't.
and it takes a long time. It takes a long time to get there.
Right. Okay.
What I might do, because on if On's coming over in March, I might say to her, "Can you take some when you come in March?"
Well, how
That's
big are
what the
you? You
best
know,
way.
a suitcase, it goes by weight. So
Yeah,
I imagine
I
it's pretty
think
heavy.
yeah, I think 40 kilos per suitcase.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'll just leave it in Korat because we're renting an apartment in Korat. I'll just leave it in the apartment and
Right.
bring it back next time in a year's time. Um,
So what's the status on the house that you purchased there? You don't mind me asking.
right. Well, yeah. Nothing's been bombed, so it's all standing.
Oh,
Royette, we own. Yeah, Royette, we own the house. That's fine. That's our
that's good.
house. Yeah, that's fine. That's still there. Um, yeah, no, that's in On's name. On owns that house now.
Is she renting it or
And
anything for income? No.
no, no, it's just sat there. Uh, we we could rent it, but you don't. People around there, they've got no money. They're not going to pay more than peanuts.
Right. Okay.
And the thing is, if ever we want to use it, I'd feel bad turfing them out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because so I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I reckon just leave it there. And I think because her family all live on the same road, if they need it short term to do a bit of storage in, they can use it maybe.
Right. Right.
And then in Korat, I'm renting um I'm renting an apartment there for next to nothing,
I know.
and
Yeah.
we'll just keep paying the rent on that. Um,
Are you looking forward to getting back?
I miss Freya and I miss Dad. Um,
Of course.
yeah, but only for that reason. Only if Freya and Dad were over here, I wouldn't miss Britain at all.
Well, I
I
know you
mean,
miss.
it's
I
obviously
know you miss.
nice.
Yeah. I know you miss your family. Obviously, I would think. I meant, are you eager to get back to Karat? Karat.
Oh, sorry, Korat. Yes, I am. Yeah, because I've got more floor space in Korat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and I miss painting with Billy as well on a Monday. You know,
That's
it's
right.
been a while. Um,
Yeah.
but you know, you can't have everything. You know,
Right.
so
I mean, your day to day, are you getting are you having a fulfilling time there? Because I just see you
yeah,
once a week there. All right, good.
yeah, yeah. No, getting loads of work done. How about you? I mean, how how's it go? Well, how's your workflow at the moment?
Workflow is going to kick right into gear soon ASAP. Like today, after I get off here, I've got to get roads situated for work. We have a snowstorm, so I got to clear out the snow. I have a snow
No.
blower. You know,
Oh, right. Yeah.
so I'm going to get out there, get on my mucklucks and get out there and push the snow away so she can get to work. But other than that, I'm going to come right here. I'm going to set my beaver board on my lap. I'm going to
Yeah.
make 16 paintings and sew them together in a book.
So, are you going to go onto paper or are you going to stick to the canvas?
I'm going to stick to the canvas. There's no way I mentioned, I was joking, I would do 100 of these. I don't enjoy doing them much, but I see their value.
Right.
I like them. I like the finished
Yeah.
product. I just don't love getting
Yeah.
there. Uh,
Yeah.
it, it hurts my back to just lean over and paint like that. I like to stand sometimes and
Yeah.
sit and move. And so I do realize that if you saw where I'm sitting here, I'm in like a little cubby, a little circle of
Yeah.
art products all around me. I I put this board on my lap, and I'm pretty much stuck unless I have to use the bathroom. You know,
Yeah.
and or as you guys say, go to the toilet. I
Yeah.
What am I going to do in the bathroom? Who uses the bathroom? What a horrible phrase.
I know.
Anyway,
Yeah.
it's um, which keeps me bound to the spot for like 6 hours, except for those breaks. You know. which is which
Yeah.
is a which is a good thing. It's like locking me in a cage. I think I always thought I would do very well in prison as long as I had material to work with. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's it. As long as you can get lost in painting, it doesn't really matter where you're sitting, does it? I mean, you could be sitting in a mansion or a prison cell. It's the same experience.
I mean, I'm talking big. I don't think I would like prison. The food is horrible, and if there's no window to look out of, because I do need that mental break for a minute. But
Why?
you know, metaphorically, I guess, right? Figuratively, because um, I same with writing. If I had to write a novel, if you told me we're going to put you in prison for 3 years, you have no experience writing novels, or write a novel, I
Yeah.
think I would take the challenge and like that.
Yeah. No, yeah, I don't. I mean, I think Shinde today says pretty much my limit. I don't think I've got anything to offer the world in that respect.
But do you ever
I've
get the
done what I've
bug?
done.
Do you get the bug, like a feeling like you want to express with words at all? I mean, besides
No,
music? Yeah.
no,
It's
it's not
hygiene.
my thing.
It's not my thing either, which doesn't make any sense, but I still get the desire. Like I'd love to be able to write, you know, lots of music, but
Yeah,
it's like you have the desire. It's that punk feeling, like I'm not trained.
yeah,
Lost you.
that's all right. Back now.
Yeah. So I have the urge, but without the
Mm.
talent. So story of
Well, I
my
don't
life.
know. Yeah, oh no, I don't know, Ron. I mean, you've got the talent for painting and for all that, and that, like I say, what's that song? We Have Fun. Is that the song you wrote?
Oh, she is fun, right? Yeah,
See,
yeah,
is fun. Yeah, I know. I mean, you've got the talent.
right. Well, I
I
know.
know I can relate to that with visual art and music, but no, when it comes to the written word, I mean, I don't read books. I don't read poems. I don't. I don't.
You're better
None of
off.
it really registers. Sorry.
You're better off.
I think so. It's just not for me. Words. I don't care about like when people come up with like great lyrics and stuff. I just think, oh, whatever. And when
Right.
I read poems, I'm like, what's that all about? I'm a bit of a
Me too.
philistine when it comes to that. I'm just not interested.
Well, poetry to me is always. Well, I respect poetry because I think it's a heightened sense of being a sensitive human being. People that take the time to think like that, it's their thing. But and I really respect it. But poetry to me has always been a vocal thing. That's why I think as soon as in our age when you could record music and word, that's what poetry became. So
Right.
to me, my favorite musicians are people who use lyrics creatively, like Lou Reed or you know even Bob Dylan in the old days and stuff like that. And in fact, when you talk, you're incredibly articulate. You speak poetically often. When you
Oh,
gave me the
thanks.
image of the going on the mountains or the hillsides and looking at the expanse is like being on stage to a massive audience. That's poetry, but that's how
Oh,
music.
thanks.
Poetry was this. It's always been this. It
Yeah.
moved people with their mouths, and then we started to write things and go inward. So it was less of a communion and communicative thing. It became less communicative with writing, but it was
Right.
always something that it's face to face. Oh, here comes that crazy poet. He's probably gonna, I don't know,
Yeah.
yell at us or something like that. The seer. That was such a huge
Yeah.
thing in society, and still is in
Mm.
traditional society. So yeah. So poetry to me is a spoken word. And I think that's what it is
Right.
when you get on stage and you get out there and, do your open mic.
How about a poetry open mic? Would that be for you? Poetry open mics?
Oh no, because I don't have that. I don't have that skill, but I see it in others. Yeah. Yeah.
You've got a good talking voice, I think, for broadcasting.
Oh, thanks. That's the first time anyway. I hate hearing myself speak. So
Yeah. No, I
that's
think you've got a good. I There's some people who I can listen to just through the sound of their voice, irrespective of the words they're
what?
saying.
Okay. Blah, blah, blah.
Um, I know, but there's the opposite. There's some people who they're like I suppose like myself. I don't think my voice does the words justice. You know what I mean? I find my voice quite hard to listen to,
Ah, yeah.
irrespective of what I'm saying. So I might, I couldn't be a DJ. You know what I mean? It's
Now, this is where perception is everything, right? I completely disagree. If when you were on the podcast with the, sorry, I
oh,
forget her name.
windowsill chats, Margot,
Yeah, Margot.
Margot. Yeah.
You were very articulate, uh, full of radio sound to me.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay.
And
Oh, in
again, that's
that
how
case, I'll go and do it then. Yeah, because it doesn't matter what I think, 'cause I'm not my own audience. So yeah, all right.
right. So, but I
I'll
think
go
the
full
same
steam
about
ahead.
myself. I hate speaking, so it's funny.
Well, I'll tell you what, both of us then, both me and you, should go out there with our voices broadcasting and just tolerate the self hate. Don't worry about hating it yourself.
Self criticism. I don't hate myself, just self criticism.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, um, it's sort of like with art, I could never put up a painting I didn't like because even if everyone else in the world liked it, I would know they're wrong. But when it comes to your voice, I don't think any of that matters. There's no integrity with the sound of your voice to worry about.
You just gave me a great idea. Um, I'm going to, I want to clean out my studio this spring, really clean it out, make it
Yeah,
almost a livable space in the sense that I could put a
yeah,
couch down here. And we've talked about this. Now I'm
yeah,
going to have a show called Paintings I Hate, and I'm going to find all the paintings I don't like, and I'm going to have an
yeah.
exhibition.
Dude, there's a Sonic Youth song called "Youth Against Fascism," and the chorus goes, "This is the song I hate. It's the song I hate," just over and over again. And it's a really good song. It's a really good song.
It's called Sonic Youth.
The band's called Sonic Youth, and the song
I've
is
heard of
called "Youth Against Fascism."
it. Okay.
And
Fine.
the chorus goes, "It's the song I hate." That album. I don't know if you know their music well, but they did an album called "Dirty." It's absolutely brilliant album. Brilliant. Like it's got like 20 songs on it. It's
I'll listen to it.
fantastic album.
I'll listen to it today when I'm doing my my painting and my color.
Yeah,
I'll be able to get to
yeah.
20 songs because I can't move.
Oh right, no, I really like that album.
Okay, here's my
But
springtime
yeah,
show. Paintings I've made that disgust me, or something I can't even look at. I'm gonna have the show. I'll probably do an online show or something.
yeah. I mean the Nazis did the what's it called? The what were they called? The Degenerates. Was it the Degenerate Art Exhibition
The
where
Nazis. Oh yeah, yes.
they attempted to make fun of the artist, but a lot of the people that went because it was a really good show. But
Of
you had
course,
to kind of pretend you didn't like it.
you had to be a Nazi to go. The You've heard of what's going on in the U.S. We have something called the Kennedy Center.
No.
It's a place where the arts are shown. I think it's in. I'm going to show you my ignorance now. I think it's in Washington D.C. It's like you go there to have shows, artists, musicians, like maybe visual art. I'm not sure. It's like a museum, but an ongoing performative place. Well,
Yeah, we
Trump,
have like, do you know the Barbican in London, the
yeah, I've heard
Barbican?
of it. Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's more sort of theatre based stuff, but it's contemporary. It's not like
Right.
the yesteryear artists so much. Yeah.
Right. That's what this place is. Anyway, Trump, our president, just named it after him. He just said it's called the Trump Kennedy Center. Okay.
Okay.
The,
Yeah.
all it's kind of like the degenerative art, degenerate art exhibition.
Degenerate. Yeah.
Because all of these performers canceled. 80, like out of 81 shows that were scheduled for next year, 80 of them
Yeah.
canceled. Just because of
Because
that
they didn't want
that's just the
they
move.
didn't want the
Just doing
Trump thing.
Well, just because he named it himself. I mean, it's not even like it was an honor bestowed upon him. So they literally
Right.
took the name of Kennedy Center, and it's now called the Donald Trump and John F. Kennedy Center. I mean,
Oh, okay.
So it's just that idea that you can do that. So all these artists said, "Ah, we don't even want to be on your in your stupid building," which is a
Yeah.
great way to fight back that kind of crazy
Yes.
thing that just happened.
They've been reading Free Art Free's art.
That's that's I love that new I love what you're writing about that. Um
Oh, thanks.
yeah, is that the beginning of your press release? There's some ideas you're gonna put into it?
Yes, that stuff's going in the books I'm doing now.
Good. The big
Um,
ones?
oh, you know what? I forgot to put it in. I've hang on. The small book I've filled up. I can't remember what's in it now. Hang on, let me just check. Uh, no, I've I've just realised that I've not put it in the book because the Heckle Source Junior book is all about Heckle Source Junior.
Right.
Um, now what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to put it in these books because there's enough space. So, oh yeah, yeah. Thanks for reminding me.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, the small Heckle Source Junior books don't have all that stuff about we're the alternative to the mobsters and the racketeering and all that lot. That stuff is in these small books, but it's not in the medium-sized books. But I'm going to have to put it in the big books. Yeah,
Right. Right. Well, hopefully I'll get a book with that because that's as a paid subscriber.
you will do. Actually, what me and you should do, Ron, is an exchange, a large exchange of work.
Oh, that would be great. Yeah.
It's been in the back. It's sort of like those things where I'm thinking, oh, I should send Ron a load. Because whenever I do an edition, like a new Jumpy or a new Bitcoin, I always have in my head that I'm going to spread it out to you, Emma, and Ron, so we're all investors in each other. But
Well,
I've
that's
never actually done it.
I think you're good. I think it's good to have waited because what I want to offer, it's like if I send you stuff, maybe you could give it away at Camden, but I would do the
Yeah,
same. I would want to give you an equal venue for me
we'll
to
do. We
be
should
able to,
do that.
I don't just want to have your stuff piling up in my basement. I want to bring it out there. So
Yeah,
it's good to wait on this so I can come up with an idea to get your work out there for free art. Yeah.
we'll. Yeah, once you've got a distribution system over there,
Yes.
I'll
Yeah.
send, and I assume Emma will as well, send you a load of our stuff. And from that stuff, you should take some for yourself
Of course.
and vice versa.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and vice versa. So we're gonna rake it in when all our advertising starts paying off.
That's right.
And if let's say for example you go to the moon and Emma and I don't, then at least we've all got 3 times the chance of picking a winner if we've all got each other's work.
Yeah. I think that. Oh, that's really brilliant. Yep. I got a feel. I
I
got a
think so.
feeling you're going to hit the moon. If you get a little discouraged because you're feeling isolated in Thailand, when you get back, it's going to be very successful for you.
Oh no, yeah, no, I'm very I'm not lacking in motivation in that
Oh,
respect.
good.
I
Good.
mean, I can't wait to get the. I want to get the series I'm on now done so I can go on to the next thing. Um,
Yeah. Which is?
I've got to do my blurt stuff.
Yeah.
Blurt has to be ready to go. I've got my dustbin lid and everything up in Korat, so that's in 2 weeks. But I need little blurt stuff. I need blurt books. Um, I've got my blurt uniform now. The only thing I don't have is the orange tracksuit bottoms. But I've got actually Guy gave me a blurt hat because I've got all my where's Guy because I told this is my blurt hat. So that's Lamoon Coffee Shop. I've got orange sunglasses, orange top. Um,
You're going to look like you're going into corrections. You're going to look like an inmate here in a federal prison, U.S. federal prison.
yes, yeah. The problem is that in Camden I won't stand out. I'll blend right in.
Right.
Um,
Right. Orange man. Yeah.
yeah. So, but I need to get a load of artwork for Blurt done.
Yeah. Yeah.
And some, and I don't want it to just be the logo 500 times. I want to do maybe maybe even like a comic strip or something like that, used in these 16-page books, like a blurb book, but where there's uh, again thinking cross promotion all the time, where there's me, you, and Emma in the blurb book as characters, and
Oh,
like with a
that's
comic strip.
ambitious. That's fantastic. Yeah.
I think so, because the stories won't make a great deal of sense, but I'd like it. I'd like it to be something you read, not just glance at.
Yep. That's good.
Um, so
See, here you
yeah,
are talking about not, you're talking about not being literary or writing, and yet you're
yeah,
doing all this writing in your books. So,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's a
No,
message. You're definitely messaging. Yeah.
yeah, no. I mean, yeah, I do like to use. It's just it's not something that has a good like the depth I feel with music and art. I don't get the same when it comes to words.
Right.
Uh,
Right. I know.
like I said,
Yeah.
yeah, but no, and obviously the guitar now. So I'm gonna do a load of music videos. Um,
Thai videos.
no English. There's a few Thai songs I'd quite like to learn how to play. The Isan music. Um,
No, I meant you're going to do them. You're going to make the videos where you are in
yes,
Thailand. Yeah.
yeah,
Good. Good.
yeah. So there's going to be a load of those to do. Yeah, no. There's so much to do, which is good. And
Good.
then come Camden, try and get it out there.
It's good.
But
Just don't wear yourself. Don't burn out.
no, oh no,
I'm
it's no.
yeah,
Is Rose doing her own paintings or just collaborations?
just still doing the collaborations, which is great. I'm going to be visiting, taking a little trip to South Carolina for a week or two, and she's going to. I've tasked her with finishing another painting, so we'll see what happens.
Okay, so are you still on painting number 2?
Yeah, it's almost. It's yeah, just a little bit more to do. Yep.
All right. And then the idea is you're going to get some money for these. Do you know how that's going to happen?
No, she just says she wants money for them so we can go somewhere. Quick
Yeah,
money. We don't care how. Um, I don't know. We'll that the marketing of them will happen after they're made. Right now, it's completely pure,
yeah,
nonprofit
no,
driven.
yeah, no. That will figure out. I mean, you've got a decent Substack following. I mean,
Yeah,
could selling them on Substack be an option?
yeah. Anywhere, YouTube.
Mm.
Having an exhibition will be important, even if it's just in our house. So
Yeah.
that's the thing. Um, for
Oh, I
people
mean, yeah,
coming in,
just in
I
your
want to
house.
see.
Yeah,
I want people, human beings, to see them in their 3D way. The,
yeah.
the, the internet's nice and everything, and it's great, but it's just too quick for everybody. It's too fast. So I want that slowness.
Could you exhibit them sort of like outdoors on the side of a building?
Yep, on the nice
Um,
foundations. Absolutely. Yep.
yeah,
I,
that would make a great video as well.
yes. Well, I have access to a art center here in Oswego if I needed to do that, but
Mm,
I've been hanging away from them for a while, for other reasons. Um,
right.
but I can always get back into it.
Or even, I mean, anywhere where there's people. I mean, any kind of building, even like a local restaurant or something that's maybe by a busy road or by a car park,
Yep.
and mum pushing a pushchair full of kids walks past.
It's right.
Um,
I had somebody, I did just that. It's funny you should say that. 2 years ago, I had a very large painting show on the outside of the Art Association in Oswego. So it's a long brick building, an old barracks, an old
I
army barracks.
remember. Yeah, that looked really good.
And somebody drove by, yelled out the window, "Are these for sale?" And I said, "Sure." And she goes, "I'll be
Yeah,
back. I just moved here and I need to decorate my house." She didn't come back,
yeah,
but I was like,
right.
that's just what you're saying. That's what happened.
That's yeah. That's the kind of person I dream of.
Yeah.
finding my work.
Right.
That's um I mean, I don't if with like say on the political side, our mayor and our local councils are not free and easy when it comes to that stuff. I mean, saying that, they have let me get away with the counter market free art man, so I can't complain too much.
Right.
But if I was selling them, I don't
Forget it.
think it would be long before I got a fine. Yeah. Um,
Of course, because everyone would be on the street hawking their wares. Yeah.
and isn't it a shame they're not? If I was mayor of London, I would want not necessarily bootleggers, but I would want people to feel that they can go onto the street and get their paintings out, and as long as they're not getting in anyone's way, sell it. You know,
Isn't there a
it's a
program
community thing to do. Sorry,
when Rose and I were visiting you? I thought there was like a program where they have designated musicians around. You apply for and you can hawk your music on the streets, right?
you can. Yeah, you've got to go to an audition, and if you pass the audition, you're allowed to busk, and you're
That's what it
given a
was.
set time and a set place. Um, so you can have legal busking on London Underground, which is good. But
Mhm.
I would prefer it if any Tom, Dick, or Harry could turn up with a guitar,
Right.
because what you tend to get on the Underground is people playing Wonderwall by Oasis and Brown Eyed Girl and all that stuff. I would
Right.
rather listen to
Right.
somebody who's not going to pass the audition but wants to make a bit of a noise on the guitar. I'd rather have those people
Yeah,
than the
I think you're right.
auditioners, you know. Um,
Yeah, and like you always say, you just got to do it. You just did Camden, so people got to try it, and then get booted. And if enough people are doing it and getting booted, well, maybe
yeah,
the councils will change their mind. You know.
I hope so. But like I say, I'm really grateful for what Camden have let me get away with.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I'm not going to complain too much about London
Yeah,
in that respect.
but you're
They,
also probably something that they like because Alan and the punk rockers on the bridge.
yeah,
They're the spectacle that brings people to Camden to
yeah.
shop. So so
It's yeah.
you're another helper. You're just helping that.
I think in Camden, the Camden market, the free art thing makes sense in Camden. If I was
Mhm.
to do that pretty much anywhere else in London, I think
Oh,
people would find me to be a pain in the neck.
yes, they would. They'd get you. They'd get the bobbies there in a second. They kick you out.
Yeah, yeah, um, yeah. I belong in Camden Market with that stuff.
Yeah,
Um, it's not, to be honest, in terms of art, it's not the best crowd in the world, the
no,
Camden
no,
Market crowd. But the like you say, having the get a punk drunk what zombie and all them lot there, it
yeah,
works. It works pretty well.
yeah.
So I miss that
It's
actually. I miss that.
well, something to miss, something to look forward to. Yeah, I got to go
Yeah.
snow blow because Rose has to go to work and I have to get her out of the driveway.
Okay, Ron. Good to speak to you.
Always good to speak to you.
Well,
I'll look for these posts.
yeah. Yeah. There'll be some music going up soon, and these books I'm going to get written and published as well online. So, and I look out for yours. I'm dying to see the second collaboration.
All right,
So
I'll get it
when
on it
that
tonight. This weekend, we'll finish it this weekend for sure.
cool.
All
All right,
right,
Ron.
I don't on. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.